The day before my clients were supposed to arrive, another guide and myself were flown into camp. We set up our wall tent and cooking shelter before heading home for one last night in civilization. The next morning, I hooked up with my first group of hunters, Michael and Alan, brothers from Michigan and Maine. We hopped in the plane and made the 158-kilometer flight to our base camp. Alright, we're out here on the day before the hunt, doing a bit of scouting and fishing. That looks like dinner. Oh, first dinner at Doug's Diner. Fresh walleye, mashed potatoes. So, no moose on the morning of day one. We're gonna head back to camp, have some lunch, and head out again this afternoon. Alright, what do we got this time? Little northern pike. Yep. Toothy little fella. Swallow the whole lure. Day 2. Let's go. Found some really good bull sign. This tree's been absolutely shredded with his antlers. Only a small one, but he's pretty good. Getting ready for an afternoon hunt. Had to throw in a line and got a good looking pike. That's probably one of the bigger ones yet.
Yeah, not a bad one.
Beautiful. Just set my pack down. Oh, almost dropped the camera. Fresh. This is the spot. No moose on day 2, but not a bad day. Heading back to camp now. Right out here on the morning of day 3, just about ready to get going. Hopefully today's the day. Tonight's edition of Doug's Diner. Mashed potatoes, steak, mushroom, and onions. What do we got this time? Decent sized pike. No luck on day 4. We're keeping at it.
We're one day closer to shooting those.
It's gonna happen. Maybe there's a moose at the end of the rainbow. We're about to get attacked by an otter. Hiking back to the boat on day 8 in the woods. Spotted a caribou this morning. And here's what's left of a snow goose, I think. Wonder how he died. We hunted again that evening with no luck, which brought us to the end of Mike and Alan's hunt. Unfortunately, they didn't get to fill their moose tags. The next morning, we did a bit of fishing and one last fish fry while waiting for the plane to pick them up. Just about ready. It's just about to touch down. Just came in.
It's a ride.
Bye-bye. kilometers from a road. My next group of hunters should be showing up later this afternoon. So I'll spend some more time cutting up some firewood and getting camp straightened away. My next group of hunters arriving, I think. Or just us for the next 7 days.
Corey and Steve quickly unpacked their things, got into their hunting gear, and off we went. Our first night was spent at a place I called the Island. We were treated to a beautiful sunset and a magical rainbow that Stevie exclaimed, "Must be lucky."
First fish of the trip for Stevie. What do you got, bud? Walleye or pike? Pike. Oh, nice little pike. Hey. No luck on day 3, but we'll keep at it. Back out first thing in the morning. Two swans and 5 little babies. What you see in the wilderness. Well, Corey just fired a shot. We're heading over to find out. Good news or not. Well, someone at least saw a moose, I think. Did he get him?
I don't know.
Slow playing it?
So came out from across the lake, almost by that point, right?
Yeah.
He was heading that way. He was going the right direction. I had him in the rangefinder. He was getting closer. Sure enough, that fucking wind kicked up. Nose up in the air. Stood there for a while. Milled the boat. Took off, started going back the other way. I just started kind of, bruh, bruh, and he would stop. He'd look. Came back this way a little bit, more wind, more smelling, turned back, started trotting, grunted at him a little more, and then he came right up the edge of the lake, stood there looking at us, straight this way. I ranged him, he was like 410. I had him in a scope. I said, if he gives me something close to broadside, I'm gonna take it. He turned, and when I shot, he was probably quartering, not quite quartering away. And you know, he was still moving. I couldn't tell if I hit him or not for sure, you know, but he kind of started angling back up and in. So I got a little.
We'll give him a little time and then.
Spirits were high as we made the boat ride across Otter Cove and began the search for Corey's moose. Unfortunately, it was a clean miss. We went back to camp, jumped in the lake to cool off. The next morning, we went back to hunt the peninsula again. We really felt like this was going to be our best spot for success.
Corey's boot removal service sat it again today. Just cleaning up a couple walleye. A little fish fry in a little bit.
That fish fry would have to wait a little longer than we thought. We went back to the peninsula that evening, and after my first set of cow calls, you'll see what happens next.
Yes, he's down. He's down. Get ready. Reload. Okay, come to me. Come to me. Off the sticks. Let's circle around. Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get up. You got him. You smoked him. Let's start circling just in case. He's right there. No mistaking that one, Corey. We did it. He's down. How's that feel? That's a good one. I don't know what you said to him. Be ready, eh? He dropped right though. Yeah, I see his antlers. I see his antlers. He's moving a bit. Here, keep coming to your right. You'll probably have a better angle. He's dead though. He's not getting up. Let's just give him a minute. Just wait. A lot easier when they're not 450 yards away.
Yeah.
Did you have eyes on him? No.
He was heading, if he didn't come to us, he was going to go out to you.
Down the middle here. Dougie called him and he came out of that thick shit.
You can just see his antler tips there.
Step. Where is he? My way. Step my way. One more step. You can see his tips just to the right of that tree. Oh yeah. See him laying there? Yeah. Oh. Fuck me. Doug saw him first. You know, right when he called, Doug was pointing. You know, he thought he heard.
I heard the crack.
Well, he came back by me. We're standing there for a minute. I thought I was hearing something too. Well, Doug, then he saw him. There he is, there he is. I couldn't get on him at first.
So I backed up, called, thrashed a tree or two.
Yeah. And then I picked him up, and Doug was, when he was snapping shit off the tree, he kept coming in, and then I had him in the scope, but it just wasn't a clean shot. Came out, stopped, and was looking at us. You know, I could see head. He had a couple more steps, and then he just took a few more, and
yeah, I think he's dead. He moved a bit. You guys want to take the lead, Corey? Keep that ready just in case he gets up, but if he does, he's not going to be getting up hot.
Hold on, bud. So
Yep.
I can keep up.
Yep. Oh, baby. Big bull down at Hisham Lake. That's a good bull, Corey. I just caught the tips of the white paddles behind the trees and was like, here we go. Just keep that gun ready on him. I don't think he's getting up.
Moose country, huh? Let's circle around this way. Let's get a little. For October.
Right, Corey's cutting his tag.
We'll have a day down there and a time.
Yeah.
We took a few pictures and enjoyed the moment. Then it was time to get to work.
Okay, we got the front and hind quarters off one side. Corey's in there working on the back strap. Got about an hour of daylight left, so we're gonna get working as quick as we can. Get this boy back to camp. All right. How we feeling? Moose all cut up, late night packing meat.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
All right.
In the woods.
Long boat ride home. Let's get rolling.
Let's go.
So that was the sketchiest boat ride of my life. But we're back now.
Just saying, no extra charge, eh?
We're looking good, Stevie.
Like you see, I used to put a stick in between those.
Oh yeah, 4 quarters hung up back at camp. Got the back straps, heart, tenderloins down here. We'll go back for the rib meat and head in the morning. So our first course on tonight's surf and turf, we got fresh walleye cooking right over the fire. All right, Corey's gonna throw the moose tenderloins on the fire. Ooh, baby. That's what it's all about. All right, let's go get that rack and all that rib meat, bit of neck meat. Then we'll go get Stevie a bowl. That's heavy.
Stand up, get this. Oh, fucking Haynes is a strong dude. I'm not that strong yet. I'll try it this way.
Rock and roll.
Do I look tough? I feel tough.
Free piggyback rides for moose. Free boat rides for moose. Free plane rides for moose.
One-way tickets.
Let's go.
No returns.
A little easier packing it out in the daylight. There's the swans, their little duckling. And we're almost back to camp. Stevie got a walleye on. Scoop and score. Here comes the plane to take the moose out of here. Perfect landing. The Hisson Lake ground crew getting ready for another takeoff with the plane full of meat.
You're clear. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Decent schooner, full tilt ahead. All right, Stevie. It's our last day of hunting. What do you think?
We'll shoot one up.
Yeah, we got a good misty morning for it.
We'll shoot one up.
Damn right. I think, Corey, time for another moose?
I think so.
Let's do it. Well, it's a good morning to kill a moose. Day 16.
We made the tough hike into the pond for one last morning hunt. As we made our way back to camp for lunch, we decided we'd take a trip back to the kill site to try and find Corey's shell casings. We're glad we did, because when we got there, we found a bear had cached what was left of the carcass. I'd only ever heard about this before. I'd never actually seen it with my own 2 eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4 piles of bear shit, and 5. Oh yeah, he's not far from here. Pretty cool.
For our final evening of hunting, we went back to where it all started, the island.
All right, guys, last night of the hunt. We're heading back. We got 1 moose down. Any final thoughts on the week?
Well, great week. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Good hunt.
Awesome.
Good hunt.
Final night at moose camp. Got the last little bit of tenderloin on the fire with some potatoes and onions. It's gonna be good. All done hunting. Just waiting for the plane to pick us up. Free plane rides for moose. All right, here comes our ride out of here. All right, we got the boys and the moose, and we're heading back to civilization.
And just like that, it was over. 16 days in the bush, but we got the job done. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Can't wait for next year.